we're calling out for the rest of South Africa to stand up and support Operation Dudula there. Because let me tell you, they are trying to shut down the movement. They cannot shut down this movement. As the citizen of this country, we have the right to arrest anybody that we suspect is a criminal or is doing anything wrong. There's nothing wrong that Operation Dudula is doing. Operation Dudula has the right to arrest anybody. Operation Dudula is part of this country.
Passport le ID yase South Africa lami ngilayo ngilitshele lina ngayithenga ngazithenga ngeke lingenze lutho South Africans ozani la ngilitshele lebona le RDP eyami ngiyithengile.
He is so rude because he says he's not afraid of the law enforcement. He can do as much as you have heard him say, I've bought the ID, I've bought the ID, I've bought the RDP house, hijacking our cars, going through the bushes, taking them to Zimbabwe, Mozambique, Malawi. All these people are coming to our country to do this. We cannot accept this. Where are the influencers? Why are they all quiet?
The problem of xenophobia in South Africa is substantial. Even when we do not see large outbreaks of violence, we must remember that stigmatization against foreign nationals, hate crime against foreign nationals, and indeed...
Guys, I want to ask you a question. Who is this guy? Who are these people who are taking us to court? Who are these people? Are these people South Africans? There is no xenophobia in this country. We are protecting our country. Every time when you protect your country, they say you're xenophobic. I'm calling that we must go to the court. Let's go support Operation Dudula with whatever's happening there. We must go support them. We are not against of people coming to this country. We are against of illegal foreigners. We are against of people working in our country illegally. Having judges that are not South African is going to become a problem.
I must say that there's mixed feelings, but we're very confident that we cannot be ruled by foreign nationals, especially illegal migrants in this country.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on how much in this video. You could be watching from South America, you could be watching from North America, you could be watching from Asia, you could be watching from Australia, you could be watching from Europe, you could be watching from Africa, the mother continent, you could be watching from the Caribbean, you could be watching from anywhere around the world. It could be the first time you bump into my face, it could be the first time you bump into my voice, it could be the first time you bump into my YouTube channel. My name is Hlulani, the Tsonga Prince from South Africa, from Zanzibar for sure. You're probably asking yourself, what are you doing here? I'm here to talk about what's happening around my country. I'm here to talk about what's happening around Africa. I'm here to talk about what's happening around the world. But most of all, I am here to defend my country from those who think they can come to our country illegally. I will be the first defense force. From those who think they can jump on my border and come and work in our country illegally, I will be the first defense force. From those who think they can come and corrupt our country, I will be the first defense force. From those who think they can come and sell white powder in our country, I will be the first defense force. More than 77% of you guys are watching my content, but you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel. I don't know what you're waiting for, guys. So kindly hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that every time when I upload my video, you are the first one to get my videos, guys. Don't forget also to hit that join button. It's either there or there, depending what device are you using. So hit that join button. Just less than 30 Rand or less than $2, you can become a member of this channel, guys, just to contribute and just to support and make this channel to continue to grow, guys. Because let me tell you, guys, I need many of you to come here so that we can continue to fight for this country. As a Pelela, we are not done. I need many of you. That's why I need you to hit that subscribe button, guys, so that we can continue to grow this channel. Because let me tell you, there's so many things that are happening in our country, but there's this topic that I want us to talk about. It is the topic what's going on there in court. What is happening to Operation Dudula? We're calling out for the rest of South Africa to stand up and support Operation Dudula there. Because let me tell you, they are trying to shut down the movement. They cannot shut down this movement. Let me tell you, we have the right, as the citizen of this country, we have the right to arrest anybody that we suspect is a criminal or is doing anything wrong. There's nothing wrong that Operation Dudula is doing. Operation Dudula has the right to arrest anybody. Operation Dudula is part of this country. We cannot allow them. We cannot allow these people. Some of them are illegal foreigners. Some of them, they might have their document to be in this country, but at the end of the day, there are foreigners who are coming to this country to tell us what we must do in our own country. But before I go any further, guys, I just want to say thank you to my returning subscriber. I also want to say thank you to my new subscriber. Also want to say thank you to you who just subscribed right right now, because let me tell you, I need you. We are here to fight for this country, guys. This is the time for us to fight. There's no other time. Let me tell you, guys, we are not the last generation of this country. So we must continue to fight for this country. We must continue to make sure that we don't allow foreigners to come from wherever they're coming from to come and tell us what we must do in our own country. This country will be decided by the people of this country. We cannot allow anybody, wherever they come from, they must go back and do their nonsense in their own country. They must go back to their own country, go tell their own people in their own country. This country, it is ours, guys. We cannot allow these foreigners and this illegal, even this one are busy buying our passport, buying our IDs. It needs to stop. Even our own people, we are calling out on our own people, stop selling out our country, because this is what is happening in our country, guys. We cannot, let me tell you, I'm super angry today. I don't want to lie. I'm super angry to see what's going on and to see our people getting taken to court by foreigners and by illegal foreigners who are in this country, who want to destroy our country. They're done destroying the country and they want to destroy our country. We cannot allow them to continue to do the rubbish they're doing. They finish up the country. They think, I'm going to play with this guy who has been doing a lot of interviews. We want to know where does he come from, because he does not even look like South African. Because let me tell you, there's no South Africans who go against South Africans, even when you hate your own people. But let me tell you, the people are there in court. The majority of them, they don't even look South Africans, and they're busy taking us to court. We cannot allow, guys. It is time for us that we support Operation Dudula. We support anybody who's trying to fight for this country. We support anybody who's trying to put our people first. Because let me tell you, if we don't put our people first, let me tell you, our children's children will not have. Do you think our children will have land when we are no more here? Do you think our children are going to have houses when we are no more here? When we fail to protect this country, when we allow this illegal foreigners to do as they're doing, look how much we're struggling. What's going to happen to our children, our children's children? We must fight now. We must fight as the people of this is our country. We don't have another country. But let me play you another video of another fool who think this is funny. We're calling for Home Affairs, we're calling for law enforcement to look for this idiot. This is a very sensitive issue that we're dealing with in this YouTube. And this guy is busy making videos on social because he knows there is nobody in this country who can touch him. So we're calling on our president to tell the law enforcement to go and look for this type of idiots who are busy on sensitive issues, posting nonsense, making funny out of our people. Because let me tell you, because a lot of people are going to lose life because of this type of videos this stupid idiot is doing. But let me play you. Let me not talk too much. I want to play you this because let me tell you, we cannot allow illegal foreigners to do what they're doing, and they think this is their country. They are too comfortable on doing all this criminality. They are so proud to go to social media and expose themselves. But let me play this video.
Ipassport le ID yase South Africa lami ngilayo ngilitshele lina. Ngazitenga ngeke lingeze lutho. Lami ngiyi-citizen la eSouth Africa. Mawuye Home Affairs uzolithola igama lami lapho. Libhaliwe likona. Loze life ma ukuthi lifuna ukuthi sihambe la eSouth Africa. Ngayithenga. Ngisho ngisayothenga ilicense kwamanje ngifuna ukuthi ngishayele la esikontirini. Anjo ngilitshelile ukuthi ngilayo ID book. Layi ID book ibhaliwe South African Republic of South Africa. Ibhaliwe and ngizwile ukuthi lina lifuna ukuthi siye Home Affairs siyotshintsha lokho ID book. Angeke never mina ngiyotshintsha le ID book yami ngoba lifuna ukungibophisa ngeplan. Lifuna ungibophisa ngeplan. Never lingibone eHome Affairs ngiyotshintsha iID book ngithola ismart card. Ngizosebenzisa yona le iID book kuze kuthi ayisebenzi. Owamanje isasebenza angitshintshi lutho. ID book yami le ngizofalayo. Ngiyalitshela lifuna ukuthi ngibanjwe. Liyadlala lina. Yo, South Africans ozani la ngilitshele. Yabona le RDP. Yami ngiyithengile noma lingakwata mina eZimbabwe ngibuya khona mari la eSouth Africa kumele ube so yonke into iyathengwa la eSouth Africa uthenga ID thenga passport thenga RDP everything malifuna ukuyaza ukuthi mina ngifike njani la eSouth Africa I paid to be here. Asihambi la eSouth Africa thina maZimbabwe lalifuna ukuthi sihambe la eSouth Africa liloze life lilindele ukuthi sihambe la eSouth Africa angeke sihambe sizele umsebenzi la eSouth Africa ma ukuthi nina lihluleka ukuthi liphile lathi hambani lina liye eZimbabwe malifika eZimbabwe lihlale khona thina siyohlala la akula lapho siya khona loze liyamkele ukuthi thina sihlala la eSouth Africa sifunele sizele umsebenzi phela la eSouth Africa.
The audacity of criminals, the audacity of these foreigners who come to our country, disrespect our people and do this nonsense. These are some of the things that makes us so angry when we come to this social media. You see foreigners telling you we buy everything. When our people don't even have RDP, making fun out of our people. They bought an RDP house. The RDP house, it's only for South Africans. Those are government houses that are meant for South Africans, not meant for any foreigner. It does not matter where you come from. Those houses are for our poor South Africans, people who cannot afford houses. But you have a foreigner coming from wherever he's coming from, telling South African that they must leave South Africa, they must go stay in Zimbabwe. If they don't want to welcome illegal foreigners in our country. We must accept illegal foreigners in our country because our government is sleeping. Our politicians are sleeping. Our leaders are sleeping. We must accept this type of nonsense. We must accept this type of people. This type of people come to social media, say the things. These are sensitive issues. As I speak, that people have been waiting for over 20 years for RDP houses. They still don't have RDP houses. Millions of our people, and you have an idiot who comes to social media, make fun out of our people, and we must keep quiet. We must keep quiet. They're going to take us to court. They're going to take us to court because we've got our law enforcement who are not doing the job. I'm sure some of them are doing the job, but the majority of them are doing nothing because how on earth that illegal foreigners come to our country, take us to courts? How does that work? There is no country in the world that illegal foreigners will come and try to control any country. Illegal foreigners comes and tell you what they're going to do and what you must do in your own country. These are things that makes us angry. That's the reason we come here. And we're simply saying, this rubbish must stop. We are calling for our law enforcement to look for this guy. Because let me tell you, I went to his comment section. He's so rude. He is so rude. He is so rude because he says he's not afraid of the law enforcement. He can do as much as you have heard him say, I've bought the ID, I've bought the ID, I've bought the RDP house. Anything that you want in South Africa, you buy. Doesn't matter. He even claims he came here illegally. He bought himself to come to this country. And we must allow nonsense like this. When the Human Rights Commission is taking us to court, when we are preventing these things, when we are preventing people who are selling expired food, when we are preventing people who are stealing our jobs, when we are preventing people who are murdering our children and women, when we are preventing people who are doing as they want in this country, they're busy butchering our people, they're busy raping our young girls, and we must accept such things like that. We cannot accept nonsense like that. This is our country and we must protect our country. There is no country in the world who will allow nonsense in the country. There is no country in the world that will allow people to do as they please. There's no country in the world who will allow illegal foreigners to come and do as they please in the country. Somehow in South Africa we must accept it. They steal our cars. They rob. They do all of these things. They hijack our cars. They take them to Zimbabwe. They take them to Malawi. They take them to all these African countries. And we must accept it because if you speak If you speak against, if you go arrest these people, you're going to be taken to court by Human Rights Commission. Guys, I don't know how many times people have been saying at that Human Rights Commission, the majority of the people that are employed there are foreigners. Mr. President, how does our government allow such things like this to happen? That the Human Rights Commission is full of foreigners, and these foreigners, you have never seen them, not even a single day, protect the life of South Africans. Every time they're the one who takes South African to court, every time when we try to protect our country, you have never seen. When our children were dying, they said nothing. When our women, even now, when our women are getting butchered, they are saying nothing. When there's kidnapping, they're saying nothing. When we try to protect ourselves and when we try to clean up this country, they take us to court. The people who are in power, you are failing this country. You must go dismantle that Human Rights Commission. We cannot allow to every time when we fight for what is right for us in this country, then this human right who's preventing us to do what we need to do. We have the right to arrest anybody that we think it is illegal in this country. We have the right to call the law enforcement to come and assist and arrest this person. We have the right to arrest this person. We take them to the police station. That's what we're doing. That's what the Operation Dudula is doing. But somehow, the Operation Dudula now, they're in court. When they're trying to, Operation Dudula, it's only defending the future of this country. They don't want that. They want us to live with illegal foreigners. We have no problem with foreigners, but we have a problem with the people who come to our country don't follow our laws. We simply say, come in the right way. Come to this country, follow the laws. You're not going to come and do as you please in this country. Somehow we must accept that. Let me play this clip, guys. Let me play these clips of these cars, of our cars getting hijacked and taken to these African countries through the bushes. But watch these two videos.
First of all, we are South Africans. Lives, property, dignity, safety of South Africa must be priority to us as ministers of South Africa. I don't think it is our job as ministers to protect the images of other countries when ours is going to the tatters because other people's are coming in and disregarding, disrespecting our laws.
I want to play this video again.
First of all, we are South Africans.
So you see, they're taking our cars.
Lives, property,
hijacking our cars, going through the bushes, taking them to Zimbabwe, Mozambique, Malawi, all these people are coming to our country to do this. We cannot accept this.
Protect the images of other countries when ours is going to the tatters because other people's are coming in and disregarding, disrespecting our laws.
And somehow we must accept this. They come to our country, hijack our cars, take our cars to their home countries, and somehow South African must understand. And somehow South African must understand to live with this type of people. Do we even call them people? They run businesses with no documents. They don't follow our laws. They don't respect us. They don't respect our constitution. And somehow we must live with this type of people in our country. We cannot allow this. We cannot allow this. My question is this. Where are our traditional leaders when these things are happening? What are the duties of our traditional leaders? Our traditional leaders must come out and remove these people and speak out. You cannot keep quiet. Where are our business people of this country? The rich people of this country? Where are you? Why are you not speaking out on matters, on serious matters like this? Where are the influencers? Why are they all quiet? All the influencers, they are all quiet. You don't see any influencer speaking out on these matters that affect us and that affect the future of our children, affect the future of every child of this country. Where are they? Why are they not speaking out? Where are our community leaders? Our community leaders, we need to speak out and we need to stand with Operation Dudula. We need to go in numbers. We need to go to court and go support them and show the world that, you know what, we are not going to allow people to come to our country to destroy our country. Because we have been taken to court because we are trying to protect our country. It was the genocide. Now they're coming up with this xenophobia nonsense. They continue to lie. There is no xenophobia in this country. We are protecting our country. Every time when you protect your country, they say you're xenophobic. Every time when you remove illegal foreigners, they say you're xenophobic. Every time you want to force the laws of this country, they say you're xenophobic. Enough, it is enough. We must continue to fight for this country. Not long ago, they said in this country there's genocide. They spread lies about AfriForum, lies about Rob Herzog, about DA. Everybody lied about this, whatever's happening in the country. Now they're coming back again. Every time we defend our country, we're called names. You can call me as much names as you want. You can call us as much names as you want. We'll continue to fight for this country. We'll continue to fight for this. We are calling on our politicians to stand up. Don't sleep. You cannot sleep. Where our country has been taken, it's been run by illegal foreigners. We cannot allow that. You have seen what they were doing in the mines not long ago. Every department, everywhere you go, it is them. Everywhere you go, it is them. We cannot allow it. We cannot allow this. We want the judges that support the movement of Operation Dudula to stand up and speak out. We are calling out on those judges who are there, who can speak out. We are calling out on you to speak us. Now we need you. The country needs you. If you love this country, you're going to speak out. You're not going to keep quiet, because what we're going through, it is a lot for South Africans. We cannot continue to allow these things to continue to happen the way they're happening. Mr. President, where are you? Why are you not speaking out on these matters that you are not going to allow illegal foreigners in this country? You're going to tell them that they must come to this country, they must come with documents. They're not going to come here and corrupt and do what the things that they're doing in this country. How many times do we come here and cry about these matters? We cry about this expired food. We cry about these people are running shops that are not registered. How many times do we come? How many lives do we have to lose for our president to really to stand with us? We put you in that power for you to protect us. Now, at this moment, you are not protecting us, Mr. President. Mr. President, we want your protection as the people of this country. You cannot protect illegal foreigners. Our people must come first. Our people must come first. Mr. President, put the people who put you in power, please protect those people. Mr. President, we're calling on you to protect the citizen of this country. This thing is getting out of hand. Now, every time we speak, we must be taken to court by illegal foreigners and by foreigners. Because some of them, they probably have documents, but some of them are illegal who are taking us to court. How does an illegal somebody come to this country have powers? That person must be deported back to where he came from. Let me play the next clip, guys. Let me play this clip.
The problem of xenophobia in South Africa is substantial. Even when we do not see large outbreaks of violence, we must remember that stigmatization against foreign nationals, hate crime against foreign nationals, and indeed even more low-level types of violence against foreign nationals are an ongoing problem in South Africa, even if it does not break out into the news, although thankfully you've brought this important issue to national attention.
Yeah, well, the conversation continues because there's still more questions than answers at this point, given the realities on the ground. I wonder, how could a legal victory for Kopanang set a precedence against systemic xenophobia in South Africa? But in the same breath, if we're even looking at the socio-political, economic conditions that are enabling this precedence, perhaps in relation to the systemic xenophobia in South Africa, what do you think is coming through to the fore as we're speaking?
So you've raised the issue of socioeconomic conditions and how they are driving xenophobia. So we need to look at two distinct phenomena. So one is violence, xenophobic violence. Now, xenophobic violence is associated with socioeconomic deprivation. The higher the deprivation, the greater the likelihood of violence. Negative attitudes or antipathy towards international migrants, that is not associated with deprivation, rich people, poor people, black people, white people, old people, young people. This type of prejudice does not discriminate based on class. So we have to be quite clear that these are two sort of separate phenomena. And indeed, solving the problem of xenophobia means both addressing xenophobic violence, but also the underlying prejudice that lies at the heart of this type of hate crime.
Thank you for speaking to that and for setting that context, because if we looking at how these conditions then enable the rise of populists and the hijacking of emotions as well, some questioning the inaction from government versus the rights to civil movements being silenced as well. I mean, let's unpack that a little bit further, but also, you know, why these organizations are being targeted versus systemic governance failures as well that are left unchallenged. Is that stretching it a bit too far? Tell us a little bit more.
Well, first we have to understand that the government does have a national action plan targeted at fighting xenophobia, as well as other forms of prejudice in South Africa, such as racism and racial intolerance. So there is an action plan dedicated to solving this problem. The question, of course, confronts us is, has enough resources been given to making sure this national action plan succeeds? What policies can we implement as a society which will help us tone down xenophobia in our country? We must remember that we are not the only society in the world that suffers from this problem. One only has to turn on the news to look at places like the United States to see that xenophobia is not just a South African problem, but a problem of many nations. Now, obviously, legal court challenges are very significant. The use of the courts to protect vulnerable minorities, vulnerable groups in our society is one of the landmark victories of the South African Constitution, and we can feel a lot of pride that our legal system is protecting vulnerable groups in our society. But if we want to see real, meaningful systemic change, we need to confront public prejudice on this issue and find a way of reducing public prejudice as the National Action Plan says we should.
Well,
sorry.
Yes, I'm going to have to leave it there because, you know, to your point about whether the judiciary can in fact help prevent, you know, mob injustice and also just protect the vulnerable communities. I mean, this is really what we're also trying to ascertain through this and what the precedent is going to be set. But thank you for your time.
Guys, I want to ask you a question. Who is this guy? Who are these people who are taking us to court? Who are these people? Are these people South Africans? Who are these people? They are coming to our country to tell us what to do in our country. Who are these people? Who is this guy? We need to ask that question. Who are these people? Who are the people standing there in front of the judge? Who are those people? Where do they come from? They want us to accept illegal foreigners because some of them, they're busy doing illegal businesses with these people. They brought them in this country. And they want us to accept them. Who are these people? We cannot keep quiet. This person does not look South African. I'm not saying he's not South African. He does not look South African. Why does he have the right to tell us what to do in our country? He's creating things that don't exist. He's lying about xenophobia. There is no xenophobia in this country. When we speak out and defend our country, they say we're xenophobic. We must sit and do nothing. We must allow criminals to do as they're doing. How many kidnapping that has been happening in this country? Since we allowed these people to come to this country, it was never like this. But we have allowed these people. Now kidnapping, it's rising and rising every day, and we must keep quiet. We must keep quiet because they're going to take us to court. We cannot allow these people to come to our country and tell us what to do with it. So we are calling on our traditional leaders. We are calling on our politicians to speak out on these matters. To speak up on these matters, to not to allow these people to do what they're doing. Guys, I don't want to lie. I'm sick and tired of these people. I'm sick and tired of these people. They come to our country, tell us what to do. We, as the citizen of this country, we cannot speak out. We cannot defend our country. Which country will allow such things like this? There's no country in the world that will allow illegal foreigners to come to the country and have so much rights. So much right. We have no problem of foreigners coming to our country, but we're simply saying when you come to our country with documents. Come to a country with proper documents. Don't overstay in our country. Don't overstay in our country. When you come, and when you're done, leave our country. But somehow we must allow criminals. They're stealing our cars, they're stealing our jobs, they're butchering our people, they're doing all this type of criminality in our own country, and somehow we must keep quiet. Our leaders are saying nothing, our politicians are saying nothing, the president is saying nothing about it. We are on our own. We need to support Operation Dudula. And that judge he must know that we are watching everything. We are watching everything. Because we cannot get intimidated every time when we try to protect. They say nothing. They say nothing when children have been killed, when children are being raped. They do nothing. They don't even arrest them. And they expect us to keep quiet. We cannot keep quiet, guys. Tomorrow it's your child. Tomorrow it is your child, I'm telling you. Tomorrow is your child. So we cannot keep quiet on this matter. They can call us xenophobic as much as they want. We don't care anymore. Because they're busy creating things that don't exist. Not long ago, they were saying there's genocide in this country. They wanted to paint South Africa as like there's a genocide in this country. When there is nothing, now they're coming back again. They say there's a xenophobia. Every time we stand up and fight for our country, we're called names. We cannot allow this, guys. This camera of mine is about to shut down. Let me do something. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. I needed to stop the camera and record again. But we cannot accept this. But let me play you a last clip here.
I must say that there's mixed feelings, but we're very confident that we cannot be ruled by foreign nationals, especially illegal migrants in this country. We've been following the case for the past 2 days, and I must say that I became more confident when the two representatives, one from SAPS and one from the Home Affairs, when they've stated very clear that there's no bond that we have with them, but rather in every time when we go do operations, because we are an organization that wants to do things within the confines of the law. So every time when we do our operations, we go and apply for the likes of Section 205 and make sure that we do have police visibility within our operations. I think that's what the applicant doesn't understand, is that we do apply because we respect the laws of this country. So we do go and apply. That's why they'll see police visibility in our operations. But I must say that we cannot be silenced. I said this, and I know it became another threat today when we started at court, that I had tweeted that we will not be silenced. I mean, the voices of citizens cannot be silenced because of people feeling that we are harassing them. I mean, these people came here to this country unlawfully so, and we cannot allow people to be lawless in this country. We've been advocating for non-lawlessness in this country, and we're not going to stop. So I'm not afraid, and I know that we will continue being the mouthpiece of South Africans, and we will just wait for the judgment, because the judgment was reserved. And until then, and I'm hoping that the judge will think twice and, be patriotic when they have to make this decision, because there is nothing wrong that we have done. All we are saying is that we want people to come into this country lawfully, and they must abide by the laws of this country. That's all that we are saying.
They must follow the laws of this country. I agree with him. And we must support Operation Dudula, guys. We must come together and support them. If they want to come to this country, they must come and follow the laws of this country. We are not going to accept anybody who comes to this country doesn't want to follow the laws of this country. We've got laws, we've got a constitution in this country. If you come to this country, you're going to follow the laws. And we are not going to be silenced by anybody. We are not going to be silenced by anybody when we try to defend our country. This is not the last generation. This is the future of our children. This country is the future of our children. If we don't fight now, and if we don't prevent illegal foreigners coming to do what they're doing, what are they doing? Let me tell you, the police cannot work alone. The police need us as much as that. Every time the police, they say, when there's something, we must call them. And we must make this arrest. And we hand them over to the police. We don't. Operation Dudula does not arrest anybody and keep them into the houses. Operation Dudula, it's working together with the police, assisting the police. What's wrong with them if they're assisting the police? They need to assist the police. The police cannot do all of this alone. They need our assistance. They need our assistance as the community of this country. They need our assistance. So we cannot every time when we speak out and we try to defend this country, this human rights commission and these NGOs and boy hell and blah blah nonsense who are always taking us to courts. We cannot allow this. This is our country, and we must protect this country, and we must fight for this country. We cannot allow these people to continue to do what they're doing. Guys, I'm calling that we must go to the court. Let's go support Operation Dudula with whatever's happening there. We must go support them. We must go support them. We must go support them to show that we cannot accept this. This is our country. We're simply saying we are not against of people coming to this country. We are against of illegal foreigners. We are against of people working in our country illegally. We are against of people opening illegal sponsor shops in our country. We are against of these people who are doing crime in this country. We are against of the people who are kidnapping our children. We are against of the corruption. We are against any criminality that is happening in this country. And we must protect this country. We are not against foreigners coming to our country. We are against the criminality that they bring in this country. Follow the laws. When we come to your country, we follow your laws. Why do you think that you want to come to a country and not follow our laws? And these things of having judges that are not South African is going to become a problem. Having lawyers that are coming to our country, lawyers who are not South African, is going to be a problem. It's going to be a big problem. We cannot allow this going forward. We cannot have judges that are not South Africans. Because they're going to make judgment based on supporting their own people. Whatever's happening, it needs to stop. We cannot have these people. There's certain jobs that no foreigner must be in those positions. Only South Africans must be in those positions. There's certain jobs that must never be foreign. Doesn't matter you're documented, not documented. There's jobs that are not meant for foreigners. Guys, we cannot allow this. Because you can see what is happening. I'll see you in my next video. Sharp.